Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I would like to do something a little different and talk about how we met because we normally have a lot of people asking us about our love story. So here you go. To start off, I guess, yes, we met on World of Warcraft. Don't judge us.
You should totally judge us. I'm judging myself right now. But I judge her more because she played on the Alliance, so.
I loved my Night Elf Druid. Okay, don't judge me.
For the Horde, motherfucker.
Okay, I like both. Just so you know, I played on both sides. Anyway, so my brother, he started a guild on the Horde, and he was trying to get me to play. And he was like, "Hey, sis, you should come over to the dark side, play as a troll in our."
Oh, you're a troll, all right.
Oh, you're one to talk. I don't even know why you're playing an orc.
It's because I'm angry.
Anyway, so one day I get on WoW and I didn't know how to get access to my brother's guild, and my brother, I think at the time, was in school. So I just randomly messaged somebody that was, wait, no, I think I was in the guild, but I was trying to get,
Not that
No.
character. That character wasn't in the guild.
oh no, I had a different character. That's right. I had a different character that I was trying to get into the guild. So, and I was playing a blood elf. I was trying to get my blood elf paladin on there. So I messaged him on my hunter or druid. It was one of the two.
No, it was on your paladin.
I was on my paladin. Wait, I had two paladins?
No. you
Oh no,
only
I had a
one.
paladin and I had another two. I was trying to get you to get my druid to get on in the guild. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I messaged him. I just randomly picked somebody. I was like, "Hey, can you add me to my brother's guild?" Uh-huh.
And for me, I was like in the top like 3 hunters or 4 hunters or something like that for like best PvPers on the server. So this one here is pinging me, and I got so used to people asking me to come to their raids, like, help them like with some kind of content, like running through a dungeon or something. That I really didn't think much of it because I was just used to random tells constantly. People asking me how do I play hunter, all this stuff. So when I initially got the message, it was, "Can you do me a favor?" And I'm like, "Oh, here we go," and I almost didn't answer. But then, my conscience got the better of me, and I said, "Okay, cool. Like, what do you want?" And she's like, "Can you invite me to the guild?" I'm like, "I don't even know if I have rights to do that. Like, am I even an officer?"
And then you found out that you did.
And yeah, I just tried a G invite, and it happened to work. And I think it more surprised me than her. But hey, she got in. And then this one here starts asking me questions.
I wanted to work on my hunter.
See, everybody always asks me, "How do I play my hunter?"
Hey, I didn't know the game very well, and I noticed that you had a high rating, so I took advantage of that. My first thought was, "Whoa, my brother got this dude in his guild. What the what?"
Yeah, I was actually kind of dumb back in the day, and I didn't know how to turn off G invite. So I used to just get slammed with G invites because I didn't have a guild, and I got so annoyed with it that somebody sent me like a random guild invite one day, and I was just like, "Fuck it," and I clicked accept just so people would stop sending them to me. I had nothing to do with the guild. I didn't even care that I was in it. I just wanted the messages to stop.
Yeah, and I was messaging him, and I was like, "Hey, can you give me some tips?" And he was like, "Okay, you're gonna have to get into Ventrilo." But this was way before Discord and other whatever stuff was out. And he heard my voice, and he was like, "You want to finish that off?" I was like, "Hi."
Well, when she got an Ventrilo, it was because I was waiting to get into a battleground. So I was like, I need my fingers. And the whole time I thought I'd been talking to a dude. So when I hear this
Yeah, I'm
voice
real manly.
in Vent, I'm like, "Oh, you're a girl." And her first words were, "Is that a problem?" And I'm like, "No, just not what I expected." And that was kind of it. Like, I know like a lot of guys on Warcraft and stuff, we like, "Ooh, girl," like they get all creepy and shit. And I'm like,
That's an understatement.
for me, it was just because I had spent like 2 weeks talking to this person, thinking that they were a guy the whole time. So my brain just like had to do a hard switch real quick, and it was just like, like, okay, I had to like redraw this whole mental model I've made, and it just really messed me up for like, the 2 seconds that it took me to like reprocess that.
And then we started playing a lot, staying up late. He was giving me some pointers. And I thought to myself, ooh, I kind of like him, but I don't know what he looks like. I sent him a
You never
message.
told me that part. You kind of like me, huh? Secret's coming out.
The great reveal. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I want to know what he looks like. He is cool peeps. So I was like, hey, you got a Facebook? Why don't you send it my way so I can see what you look like?
So I sent her the Facebook, and I was like, kind of like just playing my game. And like there was probably like about a solid like 20 seconds that elapsed where like nothing happened. And then like finally like the little person in the back of my head was like, "Hey stupid, you should ask her what she looks like." This is your chance to find out. Because like I know I'm gonna upset a few people, but honestly I just thought she was a fat chick like the whole time. I'm like, okay, I went from dude to fat chick because I'm just like now stereotyping the shit out of this whole thing. And like, by the time like we get to this point,
Shame.
she sends me the link. She's like, yeah, sure, here's my link. So I pull up this Facebook, and I'm like, at the time I was so used to using push to talk, and because I had been playing so many games with her on the other end, I started using open mic, and I completely forgot about it. And I was like, holy shit, she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And right into a live microphone. So she heard every word of it.
I did. And then I was like, oh, you're pretty good looking yourself.
Yeah, you didn't say it quite like that.
Hey, they don't know that. Now
you were
ruined
far
it.
less confident about that. Like, you make that sound like, ooh, I'm trying to hit you up. Like, it was like, oh.
Look, I was
cute yourself.
I was trying to be
Like, it was-
cool, and then you blew up my spot.
Yeah, you ain't that cool.
I'm trying.
So, I was like, oh. But, like, we both kind of were, like, and this is, like, before, internet dating was, like, really big. Like I said before,
we used to make fun of people all the time that would do internet dating, and
Yeah.
here we ended up doing it ourselves.
And then, and, like, it wasn't like smartphones existed back then. Like, I was, like, on a flip phone, and she had, like, a BlackBerry Pearl. And, like,
Oh, snap, you remembered.
And I had a BlackBerry Pearl eventually, too, but I started off with a flip phone with her. And, it wasn't like we had apps like Tinder and all that. Like, I think, like, the closest you could get was something called Hot or Not, where you'd rate people. And
I didn't even know about that.
And that was, like, kind of, like, weird, but, like, whatever, So, we didn't think much of it. We kind of figured, like, internet dating and, like, long distance and stuff just doesn't work, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, like, we just really weren't interested in it. But, like,
we were just really good friends at first. We stayed friends for a long time.
Well, the longer we talked, eventually,
Yeah.
we caught the feels.
I had
And
feelings before he even knew.
see, she played this off for like years, like she didn't though.
I'm smooth.
Yeah, not
I'm real smooth.
Not smooth. You're smooth like X-Lax, all right.
Wow.
Baby, I've seen you try to step off of a curb and fall on your face.
See, they didn't know that, and
Well, now they do. Now they know all about it. You are the clumsiest person I've ever met in my life. I love you anyway, so.
That's all that matters.
So, it was like, we honestly didn't think it was really going to go very far, but eventually we met up, and I was like, I really like this girl, and I chased after her for years, and it was a bit of a back and forth.
We had our ups and downs, I was young and stupid, and
We both were, and there was definitely some speed bumps.
Yeah, but it all worked out at the end. That's all that matters.
Yep. And I moved to Atlanta to take up this job programming robotic manufacturing arms.
And then I ended up moving in.
And shortly after I had arrived, 3 months of me getting there, the company lost like $1 million, and I became unemployed because they laid everybody off. And she stepped in and helped me stay in Atlanta.
Yeah, Sugar Mama took care of you.
And that's where I started my software engineering business, and the rest kind of took off on its own until, she kept me afloat, I think, like the first 2 years. The first year I didn't make much money. and she kind of helped balance that out. And then like year 2, I started breaking even, and by year 3, we were doing pretty well, and that's when we started traveling and stuff. Because I looked at her and I said, "Hey, do you want to travel?" Because once upon a time when we first got together, she told me she really wanted to travel someday.
I'll never forget, like, I came home from work one day and you were like, "Hey, sweetie, what do you want to do?" And I was like, well, nursing didn't work out. I want to travel the world. And he's like, "I want to make it happen." And in my mind, I was like, okay, sure. We'll see what happens. And a year and a half later, he was like, "Okay, babe, we're going to be moving. Pack all your stuff and get ready to sell your car." I was like, "What?"
Yep.
He was like, "I already bought our tickets to the Philippines, and that was our first destination, and I'll never
How many
forget."
boxes in that storage unit belong to you, honey?
We don't talk about that.
How many boxes belong to me? It's like what, like 4? I have like 4 boxes. We have a massive storage unit, and I own 4 boxes in it.
Why you gotta bring that up? Huh? Put me on the
I'm
spot.
putting public shame on you so that you hopefully fix that storage unit when we go home someday.
My 15 boxes is nobody's concern.
15, Jesus.
Hey.
You sure it's 15?
It might be more.
I think it's more. Because I remember, I very distinctly remember, I had a very small corner
I used to be a
of the
pack
room.
rat, okay?
Used to be.
Don't public shame me. All right, I do what I want. I'm the boss.
I had to bribe you to get rid of half of the garbage in your suitcase for Nintendo Switch.
Hey, it got what you wanted.
You had rocks in your suitcase.
I like rocks.
You had literal rocks.
I like colorful rocks.
Who the hell ships rocks?
I like rocks.
Oh, it was horrible. Anyways, so, I ended up buying some plane tickets for us, and we've been traveling ever since. And I think I'm probably going to do some videos for you guys on how to deal with visas, specifically for the nomad crowd. And obviously, it's going to be a little more catered to the U.S. base. You'll probably have to check for some of the details for your personal countries. But, there's going to be some subtle differences, particularly like third-party nations versus like EU nations. So the U.S. falls into third-party nations. So if you're an EU national, obviously the rules are going to be completely different for you, and a lot easier, honestly. Whereas for me, I had to produce like a small mountain of paperwork. But I'm going to do a short video series for you guys next time about how to get through that process. For U.S. citizens, what the general tourism visa requirements are, where you can find those, and how you can put all that together so that you can start doing what we do.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Yo, and don't get mad at me for calling her a fat chick.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. We'll see you guys
She's
next.
gonna edit that out in post,
Why do you do this to me?
I just like making your edit job fun or harder. Besides, you get bloopers at the end, so stick around for the bloopers.
You're gonna be the death of me.
Yeah, they're gonna like the bloopers.
Okay, I'll post some bloopers. All right.
You gotta post some of the bloopers at the end. Tell you what, why don't you guys drop some comments below? Tell us what you guys want us to talk about, and we'll try to make a video for y'all.
Yeah, we're hoping to post a lot more. Sorry for the delay and COVID. We've been kind of hiding.
The weather's been pretty nasty around here lately. It's finally calmed down. We had some really bad windstorms and stuff, and it was a little rainy, and it was pretty cold out, so it's like I just finally got around to cleaning up the back patio today so that we could do these.
Exactly. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Always have. What am I?
What's up, magic hands?
That's gonna go in the bloopers. And yay! Okay.
You're a mess.
I know.
I'm gonna go check my growth.
Bye.